All right, welcome back to the Mini Dragon Warrior project. This is a demo for version 3. In this demo, you will see a larger tile map and some other cool stuff. So let's check it out. In the previous version, the map you see on the screen here was generated by code, which is great. That's a tile map, that's what we want. But in this one, we've made it bigger. Now we can walk around, and there's a couple interesting things about walking around. So when you hit the bottom or the sides of the screen, you basically run into kind of a boundary, and then you can move all the way to the edge of the boundary and so on and so forth. But then if you're kind of in the middle, the whole screen will scroll. So the screen only scrolls when there's kind of like this boundary over, until you hit it, and then you kind of, it sticks to the side and so on and so forth. So how do we do that in the code? Again, we're using Dragon Ruby. Super fun. You should check it out if you like Ruby or game development. So this time, not a lot has changed here, except you'll see here in the code that generates the tile map that we have the sort of tile map X and Y offsets that we're starting at. So what we've basically done, I've created a sort of offset system where it starts computing basically position of your character and the map based on the offset. So you could kind of imagine there's a larger map, and then there's kind of a smaller virtual map that you actually you see that's visible. And so we're drawing the visible part of that. So when we actually move, the visible portion of the map changes, hence the offset. So essentially it's like the top left corner of the map render point is moving around. In the code, it's checking to make sure it can't get too large. So if the offset gets too big, then the hero no longer is basically able to move the whole screen. You only are moving the hero. So that's why here in the code, you'll see in certain parts the hero moves, the hero Y position or the hero X position moves, but then otherwise the offset moves. So if you're thinking about it, when the thing here is moving, the hero position is moving, but the map isn't, right? But then when I get to this point and I start moving left, for example, the map is moving, but the hero isn't. It's kind of a weird sleight of hand almost, but it's kind of cool because then the hero has the middle position on the screen effectively when the map can move. But when the map can't move, then the hero is free to move. So we're kind of making the distinction in terms of hero movement versus map movement. And most of the actual legwork of that is happening here in the basically control checking stuff. So otherwise, as far as building the tile map, that looks the same. We've added a little bit here on the sort of first tick count. That's when the initial game state gets set up. So this is basically building the initial game state here. Just these two lines of code have been added. And then the only real meaningful change here was adding the offsets here in the actual rendering. So that's the demo. That's how it works. Hope you enjoyed it.